Greetings and welcome. One of my sports-related goals in life is to visit all of the Major League Baseball stadiums. And really, I'd like to increase that to being able to visit all NBA and NFL stadiums as well. I'm not sure that will ever happen, but it's definitely something I'm trying to pursue. I just really love live sports, and even if I am not that much into a sport or an event, if it's live and convenient for me to attend, I try to make it happen. Playing golf at St. Andrews, along with other courses in Europe, and going to a couple European soccer stadiums is also on my sports bucket list. I'm sure by now you can see how I love all sports, and that's why it's difficult for me to really pinpoint an answer to the question, what do you collect? But I wanted to share a part of my collection and a type of card that you normally don't see on my channel. My last video, I shared the Bart Starr rookie and my trip to Lambeau. On that same vacation, before we hit Lambeau Field, my family went to Milwaukee and we visited Miller Park, or as it's called now, American Family Field. Sorry, it's always going to be Miller Park to me. But when I visit a stadium for the first time, I always get a picture and then I frame it. And of course, before kids, it would be a picture of me in the stadium or a statue. Now it's a picture of my kids in front of the stadium or a statue. Then I buy a card of someone from the home team that stood out of that game, and then display the picture with the card together. For me, it's a great way to remember each stadium a little better. The card I chose for this year's stadium was the Topps Chrome Joey Weimer Purple Speckle Auto. And at the very beginning of the video, I shared Bernie the Brewer going down the famous slide after a Brewers home run. And Joey Weimer was the one who belted the 2-run homer for us to see Bernie do the slide. I wouldn't call it Joey Weimer Day. Technically, it was Indiana Jones Day. But throughout the game, there was a barber who was providing free mullet haircuts in honor of Joey Weimer, and he was definitely a fan favorite. The Brewers beat the Pirates 5-0, and Weimer was just about 2 feet short of hitting a second homer for the day. So I choose who the player whose card I am going to buy, and it has to be the year that we went to the game. So kind of an example is last year was my daughter's first time to Busch Stadium, and the player we chose was Yadier Molina. So the card had to be a 2022 Molina card. So I was looking for a 2023 Joey Weimer. But I chose Weimer, and I go to eBay and I type in 2023 Joey Weimer. Then I show my kids the results of the search, and they get to choose the card. But they both have to agree on the card. Then I get to buy it. This is the one they chose. My daughter loves purple, so she was all about the purple border, and she loved the sparkle, and my son liked the autograph. For me, it's just a really fun way to collect. I don't really buy modern cards, but this is a nice way to kind of stay involved in modern cards. And I could care less if the card loses value or gains value. It's only bought as a reminder of a fun afternoon at the ballpark. As I get older, I've been noticing some of my memories are getting replaced with new information of cartoon characters that my kids watch. And I'm pretty sure in 5 to 10 years, I won't have much of a recollection of a Brewers-Pirates game in mid-June. So this card kind of helps keep my memory fresh as I can look at my shelf and see the picture of my kids by the Hank Aaron statue and Joey Weimer card right next to it. But I liked American Family Field, or like I said, Miller Park. A lot of hotels and bars and restaurants offer shuttles to the ballpark, and they'll drop you off at home plate, then then take you back after the game, which is really a nice service. We opted to drive and ended up parking in the general admission lot, which wasn't bad at all. But I had always heard how big tailgating is in Milwaukee. But it wasn't until we parked that I could wrap my head around how many people did it. Every person around us got out of their car and instantly grabbed a chair, a grill, a bags game, etc., and just hung out. I hear a lot about the fear of missing out, and I definitely felt like a loser who went into the stadium to watch a ball game instead of hung in the parking lot and tailgated. But the staff, once we got inside, they were just great to kids. We walked in, and every worker we came across made sure we went to guest services to receive the first ever, so the kids could receive their first ever Milwaukee game certificate. They got a pack of cards. I'm a Cardinals fan, and I'll be the first to say the Cardinals could care less about the fan experience, and the Brewers were the exact opposite. I know there's some issues with the new stadium in Milwaukee, and relocation is being threatened. I haven't followed it too much outside of just reading some headlines, and I don't know. I'm always sad to see if that does happen. Milwaukee's a nice place to catch a ball game. But we also checked out the Harley Davidson Museum, which honestly looks more like a campus than a museum. There's some great history to take in there as well. It was really cool to see the serial number 1, 1903 original Harley Davidson, and a replica shed of where it started. But thank you for watching, and enjoy your collection.